Hi everyone, it's me Elna. Let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. I'd love to say hello to you, all right? I'll stay for a couple of minutes before I start the Facebook Live of traffic tips, all right? So let me just check and see if I'm live. All right. So I just want to welcome everyone that's brand new to this Facebook group. Looks like there's about almost 70 new people. So welcome and hi. And looks like I'm good. Okay. So let me introduce myself. My name is Elna, and I blog over at twinsmommy.com as well as elnakane.com. I'm a freelance writer for brands like Opt-in Monster, Blogging Wizard, but I'm also a blogger over at Twins Mommy, and I create courses and I do affiliate marketing, and I have a lot of different income streams that I've been doing for the last 3 years. So today I wanted to share some good traffic tips for new bloggers. Maybe these are new things that you haven't heard about or you're trying but it's not working. Feel free to post your questions in the thread under this live. I can answer questions as I'm going through the tips that I'm going to give you. Just say hi if you're here, and I'll get started. All right, this is exciting. Like I said, I love this group. I love that everyone's very supportive. So I love sharing any tips that I can give you that could help you. All right, so let's go through some basic traffic tips. So like I said, I'm going to be speaking to pretty much new bloggers that if you've been a blogger for the last, let's say 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and you're trying to grow your audience, you're trying to get more page views, you're trying to grow your traffic, but it's not going fast enough, or you're hovering maybe over like 200 people a day or so, or a month, then I can help you with that, okay? So this is who I'm going to be speaking to. Now, the first thing as a new blogger should understand is make sure that you know who your audience is, right? Now, I know starting a blog, there are so many different reasons why to start a blog. You want to inspire others. You just want to journal what you're doing on a day-to-day life, right? Maybe you want to share your experience with something like homeschooling, or maybe with fashion. You want to educate others. There's a lot of different reasons. Maybe you already realize that you need to monetize, so you want to start making money on your blog. So there's a lot of different reasons to start blogging. But if one of your goals for your blog is to grow traffic, then you really need to understand the people you want to reach with your blog. All right, and that means figuring out what type of posts you want to publish, right, on your blog, so that you can start attracting the right audience. Now, with Twins Mommy, for me, I started with blogging to work-at-home moms. I'm a work-at-home mom, so I thought, well, why not I just start posting about my challenges working from home, having twins, and handling the my chores at home as well as my chores in my business. And I was happy with that for a while. But I pivoted. I changed my audience because I wanted to grow my blog. I made that goal right then and there to try to grow my blog. And when I started chronicling that on Twins Mommy, I started attracting other bloggers, especially mom bloggers, that were doing the same thing. And that made me figure out who really my audience was through that whole process. So even if you start your blog and you're not sure who your audience is, that's okay. Keep on blogging. You'll eventually figure out where you want to brand your blog or pivot your journey to start focusing on one type of audience. So that's the first biggest thing that you need to develop as you're blogging. And then the second biggest thing is you need to create your personality, your voice on your blog. If you want traffic and people to comment on your posts, it's something to consider about your personality on your blog. Now, you can you can blog very professionally. You can, if your blog is very educational based, then that's what's the expectation of that blog. But if you, let's say you are a lifestyle blogger with like a parenting lifestyle blog, you can show your personality in different ways through the colors that you have on your blog, through the graphics that you choose on your blog, and through the writing on your blog. You don't have to be, don't think of writing your blog post as writing a paper for school. So it's okay to use slang and just show a little bit about your personality. It's okay to make short sentences, short paragraphs, things like that, that makes it easy for someone to get to know you better and want to learn from you and read from you, right? So that's something that I had to learn along the way. Like I said, I started freelance writing. So I really sat down and I sort of read blog posts, and I learned the format of blog writing and how they started their blog posts and their introductions and how they ended it, and those little elements of a blog post that helped me become a better writer. But yeah, just adding a little bit of your personality. Like I said, when I started Twins Mommy, I was a little bit more goofier. I was a little bit, because it was brand new. Twins Mommy was new to me, and I just wanted to just blog whatever I wanted to. It was a passion blog in the beginning. It still is, but it was mostly just my ramblings of, being a work-at-home mom. And so I didn't really have a big goal of monetizing at that time. I didn't have a big goal of growing my blog at that time. So I was a little bit more goofier. But as I was attracting mom bloggers that were interested in my knowledge about digital marketing and making money, I sort of changed my personality a little bit to focus a little bit more on education aspect of it, but still having fun and still using some of my phrases that I use on my blog. All right, so understand your audience and create your personality and your voice on your blog. The next thing you need to do, and I feel like it's one of the strongest elements to getting traffic, is to solve your audience's problems. This is key. Now, I've had the pleasure of looking at a lot of new blogs lately, and I love the themes that you're using. I love the colors that you're using, and the posts too have some great tips and things. But I'm noticing that on first look, it may not look like that. So making sure that your headline captures that problem and that you're solving that problem. So having a little bit more personal headline, such as, my first day as a blogger, is not going to tell me that you're going to help other bloggers in that post, that you maybe have some blogging tips that you learned. But if you reframe your headline to say that, so, 5 tips for new bloggers, or 5 tips I learned as a new blogger, then that will get me more interested in wanting to know what that post is about. What new tips did you learn as a new blogger? I want to know that, right? If I'm a new blogger, I want to know what those tips are. So making sure you phrase your headline and the goal of your post as solving a problem will definitely get more clicks to your post. I'm sorry, these headphones for some reason don't fit in my ear, so I'm doing my best to keep them in. Okay, and then also my hair, moving it from the microphone because that seems to make a noise too. All right, so yeah, having solving your problem, your audience's problem, that's key. The next thing you want to start doing to help you get more traffic is to visit other blogs in your niche. So if, let's say, example, you're a lifestyle blogger in the parenting niche, then you would visit other lifestyle blogs. So maybe like What Moms Love. She posts a lot about different topics. So it's more like a lifestyle parenting blog about safety and babies and theme-related, trick-or-treating, recipes, toy guides, things like that. Look at her blog, and then you can get some ideas you can get some ideas, excuse me, about what topics are popular, which ones are going to resonate with her audience. They might resonate with your audience. So I'm not saying to copy the posts of what moms love, but to get inspired by them, and also visit other bloggers, other lifestyle parenting blogs. Maybe like What Mommy Does is another one. Similar name to What Moms Love, but What Mommy Does. Lena's blog is a little bit more of a lifestyle parenting blog. Check that out, and check out kind of the posts that she posts. And that can get you some ideas of what, if you look at the share counts, if you look at the comments on those posts, you can get an idea of which ones are hitting the nail with her audience. Well, maybe you can do something similar to that with your blog to start growing your audience. So that's something like I did when I started Twins Mommy. I was in a brand new niche of mom bloggers. And so I made sure to connect with a lot of new mom bloggers and looked at their blogs just to get an idea of what they were writing about. And it helped me get some ideas for my blog as well. All right, so then once you do that, you can also go on Pinterest to search topics in your niche. Pinterest has changed the look of the results page, so you can't really see the engagement of each pin anymore. So you can't really get an indication of which topics have the most repins and whatnot if you search for your niche topic on Pinterest. But what you can get is an idea of what is being pinned in that niche. So if you type in homeschooling, what are the top pins in the first row? That can give you an indication of what's popular in the homeschooling niche. Or if you do mom beauty, you can find topics and the pins that are related to that topic. So that as well can get you an idea of some popular type of posts that not are trending, but that would resonate better than maybe some of the ideas that you were thinking of. So going with Pinterest to seeing what others are pinning, and then going to other blogs to see what they are publishing can help you get an idea. Oh, I am so sorry about this one headphone here. It does not want to stick. All right, so after you've done that, once you have some ideas about some topics, now this is where you can start going into creating resource guides and valuable posts for your audience, right? So you spend some time blogging, blogging about your life or what you want to blog about, and you're trying to form what you want to blog about to help others. You found some great topics, and now you want to create that post. Well, what you want to do is create a very valuable post. So these are types of posts that have a lot of tips to help others. They have a lot of examples to help others, and they can be really relatable to your audience, so that they will read your post and follow you. Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, that for me is key. When I started Twins Mommy, one of the first resource type of posts that I created, I think was like 18 blogs for stay-at-home moms or work-at-home moms, and I just rounded up the best blogs that I was learning at that time in that niche, and that's still floating around Pinterest, and that's still popular. So that was one of my first resource types of posts. So start playing around with that and start developing that as well. All right, and then you want to start joining Facebook groups and Pinterest groups. This will get you to be in front of a lot of new eyes and a new audience. I do have a resource for that, so I'll link to that after the Facebook Live. But join Facebook groups, join Pinterest groups, and start promoting your posts. On Pinterest, promote your stuff more than you would promote others. This is what I teach, and Pinterest doesn't frown upon that. As long as you're consistent on Pinterest, Pinterest will like you. So share your content. You want to grow your blog, share your content. All right, so then the last main tip, I'm sorry I'm going through this like super fast, but my headphones right now are they're just sort of bouncing in my ears. All right, is to start guest posting. If you're unfamiliar with what guest posting is, A guest posting is when you blog on someone else's blog. So there might be a blog. I know Redefining Mom right now, Monica, she is opening up her blog to guest bloggers. So there's a little menu item on her blog. You click on that says guest post, and then you can read her terms and her requirements for guest posting. Usually you'll blog on a certain topic or certain topics. You get an author bio. You can sometimes place links of your own posts into that guest post if the blogger allows it. Things like that. So you can read the terms, and if you're interested, then you can guest post. Usually you want to guest post on blogs that have a bigger audience than you. So for example, Redefining Mom might have a bigger audience than your new blog because she's been blogging for a lot longer. So finding those opportunities. When you guest blog, the other thing you need to remember is make sure that the blog you want to guest blog on is related to your niche, and that the audience that you want to attract is your audience. So if I'm let's say a beauty blogger, I'm not going to guest post on Redefining Mom to attract other beauty bloggers, because they're probably not Monica's audience. Monica's audience are more working moms that want to start an online business, I believe. So that audience is similar to my audience. So that's something that I can consider in guest posting for Monica. All right, so those are things to consider when you start guest posting. Is it's a blog with a bigger audience, and the audience is relatable to your niche as well, so that you can start attracting that audience to your blog. And when you guest post, one of the biggest things that can help you grow your blog is your author bio. So you get a little author bio of a couple sentences. That is the place where you can link to a freebie that you're offering, maybe to a landing page with a freebie. You can link to a valuable blog post, something that will attract people back over to your blog. Because that's sort of the purpose of guest posting, is to get in front of new eyes, wow them with your post, but then offer some help in your author bio that could help them. So usually a freebie would be that. All right, so I don't know if anyone has any other questions or not, but I know there's a lot of new people up here that want to grow their blog. Then, ask your questions, and I can help you if you want to know more about Pinterest, if you want to know more about guest posting, or about creating content, growing your brand, things like that. I can totally help you. That's something that I'm familiar with Twins Mommy. I'm also familiar with basics of SEO. My Elna Kane site gets traffic in a completely different way than my Twins Mommy. And if you want, I can talk about the methods that I use for my Elna Kane site to grow my traffic versus the methods that I use for Twins Mommy. I haven't talked about that, but if you want, that's fine. But yeah. There's, like I said, there's only a few certain elements that you need to get started with. And then from there, you can promote more, and you can network more, and then you can start growing your traffic more. All right. So there you go. If you guys have any questions, just post them down below. Okay, see ya. Bye.